Alright all, we are back with another batch of new Nintendo Switch trailers. In fact, we've got 22 for you this week, so it's going to be a massive collection of new games. But it's got everything from Castlevania to Pokémon to Zelda. I think like launch trailers, new game announcements. We've got things like DLC updates, so it's a real nice mixture. But like, if you do enjoy this video, please subscribe. It helps out the channel a huge amount. And thank you all for support on last week's video. It was the first ever time trying this series, and likes and comments really kind of tell the algorithm to, push it to more people. So once again, like, if you can like the video, drop a comment down below. That is just like seriously appreciated. Likewise though, like if you don't enjoy it, don't vote the video, maybe leave some constructive criticism down below. It's always going to help us. We took feedback from last week's video, we're trying to implement it this week. It's going to take a little time to get kind of into the vibe of this, but yeah, look, we're going to get straight into it today. If you're looking for like over the top reactions, all that good stuff, it's honestly not the channel for you. For me, I'm just trying to give my opinions on these different titles and keeping it very chill at the same time. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so up first we have Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and I am psyched for this game. It looks so good. The original was a Wii release exclusively. It did get a sequel as well, which went to all platforms. Then it got a 3DS spin-off as well. This new re-release though is going to pretty much everything from what I understand. Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, the full works. I did see the pricing on Steam as well. It's like $60, so it is AAA pricing here. But I will argue, it looks like they've done a decent amount of work to the game, and it is just a fantastic game as well. If anyone's played it, show your support in the comments down below. It's kind of a shame it's coming at the end of the Switch's life cycle. I hope it doesn't go, I guess, missed on the platform, because the Switch is the perfect home for it, in my opinion. But we'll see. Hopefully we get that backwards compatibility on the Switch too. But yeah, if you haven't played this, so the concept is basically I can't remember how we do it. We like damage the world basically, and we need to now go out and save the day. And it was the first appearance of Mickey and Oswald together. Really good platforming, as it's saying there, classic platforming. There's these 2D moments that, well, there you go, 2D moments. But I've got really high hopes for this. I'll be like day one for sure. I just think that it's a series that not only I want to see the sequel get a remake as well, but I think we need to see new entries personally. I've always been a big fan of like old school Mickey games. I know this isn't that old, but like, what was it, Castle of Illusion? That was like my childhood on the Mega Drive. Alright, so what are we getting here? Exclusive costume pack, don't care. 24-hour early access before release. I hate when they're doing that, but studios, all of them are doing it right now, so you can't really, I guess, blame them in a sense. No release date, it seems. That trailer came out this week. Pre-order available now, though. As I said, I'm jumping into that for sure.
Above us lies the great ocean.
So this game, I'm anticipating a lot of talking, explaining what it is, so I'm going to kind of pause it here. It's called Selfloss, and it's essentially a emotional adventure game set in a fantasy world that's kind of whale-centric or whale-influenced. I think it looks like it could be something special. It kind of gives me vibes of, what was it called now? In Flames and Floods, the one when you're the survival game. I adore that game. I've gone blank though. It's kind of like a combination though of that. The visuals are giving me like this Death's Door vibe as well at times, just kind of the almost minimalist design style, and there's some kind of creepy looking enemies in here. And then on top of that as well, there's of course an element of almost dredge as well, because there's a big focus on that boat. But yeah, let's keep going.
And beneath us, the land.
Yeah, this looks so cool.
Struggles and yearns to be reborn.
I'm trying not to talk over the dialogue, just as a warning.
Elthors and humans. They have all deserved their fates, and they did not deserve the land. But not you, Casimir. You can seize this second chance. Help those around you. Those that seek aid, seek closure. Perform the ritual for them.
It's promising to be emotional narrative.
Even greater dangers.
See, here's that dredge vibe for me.
Have already encountered. To cross vast rivers and towering mountains.
Death's Door-esque.
Through deep marshes and cursed castles.
It looks cool.
To endure sorrows and failures. To venture into the miasma and the...
Combat doesn't look great here, honestly. I don't know if... Is there going to be a ton of enemies? It looks like you're just holding down a button. You've got some sort of light source. But I'm not going to judge it too harshly, obviously, from the trailer. But everything else to me looks solid.
Purest darkness. All that in search of an orca and your own self-loss ritual.
I'm sold. So sold.
Find peace, Casimir. Heal thyself.
Looks like it could be pretty dark as well. It comes out soon, so I'm excited for that one. Curious to see the performance on the Switch. Resolution is going to be everything in that game.
Editor-in-Chief, I know it's been a long time since I last wrote to you, but when you hear what I've been through to get where I am, you'll understand.
Quick word on this trailer. This is an old trailer now, sort of like, I think it was 6 months old. I wanted to include it though because this week they just announced that Tintin is coming to the Switch on October, I got my notes over here, October 17th. As a warning, reviews were average. I believe it released on like PlayStation, Xbox, Steam already, and the other reviews were kind of that 6 out of 10 area, which isn't even average, let's face it. It's kind of towards the bad end for most publications out there. But I like the look of it. I grew up on Tintin. I'm sure many of you did as well. It was a character I adored, so hopefully there's something good in here. I don't really have high hopes for it given the reviews we've seen, but they are promising changes with this new release as well. So some updates, some additions. Whether that's going to be game-changing or not, only time will tell, but I'll for sure be covering it here on the channel as well.
If you're interested, why not join me? We shall find the tomb of Kiosk.
Oh no, what in heaven's name?
I think the world and the characters in this trailer specifically look really good.
We must find him. Let's go, Snowy.
Cigars of the Pharaoh, I think it's called. But yeah, my understanding is basically an adventure game. I don't know whether that means it's going to be platforming and action, but it's mostly focused on its puzzles from what I know.
Of course, that's it. We've got a trail to follow.
Curious to see how it translates to the Switch hardware as well. So the graphics are, you know, they're nice. Not the most detailed though, so I think there's potential here for the Switch to handle it okay.
Wait, heavens, look at that! Now it is time to finish the mission that was entrusted to me.
Yeah, I'm kind of into it personally. I know bad reviews and everything, but I give it a go. This game's awesome.
Prepare to be whiskered away on a cat venture like no other. In Cat Quest 3.
So just
the action RPG series returns.
Just a heads up, I have been playing this game already. It is if you played the first two, it's as good as the other two. First one was fantastic, second one was fantastic. This is probably the best yet in the series. Adds in a few new things, your boat that you can traverse in. I will have a review live on the channel. But yeah, if you enjoyed the rest of the series, this is an absolute banger. Well worth spending your cash on.
In a new open world to freely explore.
I just love everything about this series.
Caribbean. They say curiosity kills the cat, but not here. Play with a matey in local co-op. Meow. There'll be an abundance of new weapons to test your mettle.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Whiskers.
It's a really good trailer as well, actually. It's doing a good job of showing everything.
Special trinkets that alter the way you play. Combine these with new spells and with stat-boosting costumes to create the ultimate loadout. Become the fiercest kitty in the 7 seas.
If you've been playing it, let us know in the comments what you think.
Cat Quest history.
I just...
A ship of your very own to sail the seas.
I don't see how
Take
anyone
advantage
could be
of your
disappointed.
arsenal on the sea and attack them landlubbers too. And hit them with your unlockable special attacks that can be found on your quest.
See, I'd say I'm about...
Anchor and set sail for Cat Venture in Cat Quest.
It's out now.
3. May your claws be sharp and your spirit high. Available meow.
So it came out on International Cat Day. If you've played it, let us know in the comments. Love to hear your thoughts. This game is incredible. I think it's going to be one of the best indies of the year. That's how highly I'm rating it currently. I'm about 80% of the way through the game, give or take, I think, at least, from where the narrative's going. For me, right now, it's like amazing 9 out of 10 on my review scale. Unless there's like something major that goes wrong at the end, which I really doubt. These guys seem to know exactly what they're doing with this series. Then, yeah, I'm pretty confident that's where it's going to stick to. I want to see what they do with the series moving forward now, though. I'd love to see some spin-offs. I think the cast is fantastic, and yeah, if you like cats especially, download Cat Quest 3. You won't regret it. Alright, what's next?
Don't let the calm exterior fool you.
Okay.
Under the surface,
This is a game called The Eternal Life of Goldman.
Could ever save it.
What's interesting about this one is when you watch the trailer on Nintendo's page, it comes up with an age rating warning initially, so there's obviously some dark elements to this game because they don't regularly put a warning like that on YouTube where you have to accept and continue to say you're old enough to watch the trailer. So yeah, I'm curious to see what this is about. It's a platformer adventure game from what I understand. But yeah, let's watch the trailer. I know it goes into the gameplay. Love the animation style here, and it's actually kind of representative of the game. I've seen stills. The game is actually frame-by-frame animation, so old school in that sense, and it looks really good. Damn, shit's falling to pieces. Dude's on fire. Bad day. Maybe that's why the
Luckily,
age restriction on the
Goldman
video.
is no hero.
I think this is gameplay here. Yep, there we go. I mean, it looks beautiful, right? I don't like the running animation there. But yeah, it looks very... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the characters' animations. However, everything else looks stunning. I'll definitely be checking this out. I think we get a release date, if I'm correct. Or release window, at least. I've got a feeling this one's going to pack a challenge as well. I think it's going to be some tricky platforming, some tricky encounters. But they must have been working on this though for years. Frame-by-frame animation for this. I mean, you know, I don't like the movement style they went for, but you can see the skill that's gone into it. That's cool. Crumbling faces. Do we get a release date?
Dr. Gilbert says the people we have feelings for can never really leave us. Is that true?
It sure is.
Is hate a feeling?
It sure is.
Very cool. The definitely again that dark kind of narrative from it. Whose heart was that at the end though? Oh, so no release date yet, coming soon. Maybe 2024. Mika and the Witch's Mountain. So, like the look of this, but the studio is so hit and miss for me. It's Chi-Big. They made Summer in Mara, which was absolutely terrible. They made Korra and the Five Pirates, which was an okay platformer, but they still kind of relied on the back and forth motion from Summer in Mara, which just sucks. Sailing behind these between these islands that no one has any personality at all. No one talks, no one moves. I just can't stand it. Then they made a game called D-Land, or Dyland. I'm not sure exactly how you say it. I reviewed it on the channel, though. I actually quite enjoyed that one. It was like a small world, kind of cozy crafting game. This one's taking more influence from like platforming genre in the sense of Kiki's Delivery Service, hence why I really like the look of it. I love Studio Ghibli, but there's also that risk of it turning into, what was it called now, Froome on the Switch, or like Superman 64? But we'll see. I think it looks alright actually from the trailer. I've seen this, or I've seen an old trailer. This is a new one, of course. Pretty much all of these trailers come from this week exclusively. I'll tell you if they don't as well. See, that looks decent. Looks like a lot of static characters as usual with their games. As you can see, that town's just empty. And no one's moving, so... The game needs sound effects as well. If this is a sound field, it sounds empty. I'm not trying to be harsh on them either. They just, I don't know, like they seem to have these good ideas and they just fall short on the execution. Like, yeah. We've seen that character there twice now. Oh, Superman 64. I will definitely be covering this. As I said, I do like the look of it. I just hope that they put in the... I hope they manage to finally bring a world to life, because that's always for me what they're lacking. They have the core mechanics down there, everything else, but it's just... I don't know. They miss the personality and the vibrancy that a location should have, the movement. It should feel like it's being lived in, you know? I love the animations. I wonder if that's for the trailer exclusively or if that will be in the game as well as cutscenes, so there's a dedicated narrative for it. Yeah, we'll be covering that. I believe do we have a release date yet? It's coming soon, I know that much, very soon.
The Nautilus was needed for the war many miles away from here, but now is different. You and the iMag are here.
So I'm a massive adventure kind of point and click fan, and this one is called Fern and the Shape of Fantasy. It's a puzzle solving adventure game. Definitely got a narrative focus. I think what I want to shout out with this one though is it's less than $10 and on Steam. I think there's a couple hundred reviews and it's like an 8 or a 9 out of 10, so people are definitely enjoying it. So I think with the Switch, high potential, yeah, especially if it comes in at that same price, like less than $10. That's or your regional equivalent. That's a steal potentially for an adventure game.
The base was so eroded by the years of pressure that it finally collapsed.
I love the visuals. But that's some real effort on the pixels.
What do you want?
Me? Well, I need access granted to the oxy-recyclers.
You have already discovered Project H, haven't you?
Fully voice acted as well. Just the height of the rays in the correct order.
A toast for Akos. May he be in a better place.
This has serious potential for me. It's got that perfect old school look though. It just looks right, you know?
Amazingly terrifying.
Yeah, count me in. The Shape of Fantasy Fern. Yeah, that looks awesome. Do we have a release date? Coming soon. Switch. Hopefully that's pretty soon. This one doesn't really need an introduction. Stray. Played it on the PlayStation at release. Incredible game. Now this is a Switch trailer and you're going to see that from the resolution straight away. I don't think though... Well, let's see how the rest of the trailer goes. Performance looks alright. Obviously, again, they're always going to put their best foot forwards. That resolution's taken a hit though. There's for sure a lot of blur and the textures are much lower. But you know what? If they get it running, this game is absolutely worth playing. I picked up the physical release of this. I presume they'll get a Switch physical at some point as well. November 19th, so not long to wait either now. Okay, so with this trailer, let me give you a heads up. Extremely short, it's like 20 seconds at the most. Sorry, you can probably hear my dog. You can probably see him actually, he's having a scratch behind us here. This one is Minami Lane. Trailer doesn't really give us anything at all. I did take some notes on this one though. It's got near 3,000 reviews on Steam, and it's a 10 out of 10 rating. That is impressive. It's basically a wholesome management game set on a Japanese-inspired street, and you choose what goes onto this street. It's also incredibly budget on Steam. It's $5 or your regional equivalent. So again, if that price carries over here, this could be a real winner for people. But this trailer is literally just welcoming to the Switch. As you can see, the Switch on the floor there. So like, back with some good news. Who are you? Minami Lane is releasing on the Nintendo Switch August 15th. So what's that? The time this video goes to live, less than a week to go. So I'll be checking that out. Awesome Games presents. I do kind of pick and choose my wholesome games. They kind of bore me at times. Caravan Sandwitch. This is a new trailer and I'm confused already. This game looks awesome, by the way. So that's the hometown. Why are we in space? Okay. Is that it? September. Okay. I've played the demo on Steam and I put a video up on GameCorner. I'll link that down below. This is like an adventure exploration game. From what I could tell from the demo, no combat. It's more about solving puzzles, collecting up items. You're driving around in like a almost like a Volkswagen kind of bus, I guess, and a truck. And yeah, game looks really special. I'm just not sure why we're in space. We were on land for the demo, so I'm not sure if there's going to be a space element to the game or if that's just a random concept for the trailer. But I like the look of it. I'll put that video below again. Check it out. I think it could be... I don't think it's going to win any awards, and I think it's going to be a little slow pace for some. It definitely seems to focus on its narrative and the exploration, but I liked what I saw. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Good old Mystery Dungeon. I know I saw some complaints that Mystery Dungeon was the choice, and we just want mainline Pokemon games, but I quite enjoy the Mystery Dungeon games, and it's coming to, you know, it's free if you, of course, have the online expansion pass for the Game Boy Advance games. But I don't spend much time with them, to be honest, any of the online. I played GoldenEye when that released. Played a couple of others, but yeah, I've not really invested much time into the different systems you can get free games for on Switch. I'd love to see them give us like a proper like Game Pass in the future for Switch. I think that's what we really need and want from Nintendo. Have you played Mystery Dungeon though? Let us know in the comments. I think it's a decent little series, I do. I may be a rarity in that sense, but I think when you want something like simple, good choice. I owned this one back in the day as well. I am psyched for this. This is the new Dead by Daylight DLC. They always had like a new killer, a new survivor, and a new map typically, but they've gone like all in on Castlevania, which I am all about. What's wrong with the character model? So we're going to get what, Dracula as the killer and Beaumont as the survivor, I guess. I mean, that's the obvious choice, isn't it? Could be a real good killer though here. Unfortunately, the Switch build of Dead by Daylight's far from the best. I play on actually play on Steam and on PlayStation 5, but I'll be downloading that just for another system. If you are Switch exclusively though, there's your chance. Okay, so this is this is an old trailer, as a heads up. This is a game called Magical Delicacy. They just announced it's coming to the Switch a few days ago, but this is actually a 2D Metroidvania inspired platformer where you're going to be progressing through the world, finding new items and things to obviously make your movement better, but also you're going to be finding new recipes, and it turns into kind of like this cozy cooking game. So I just wanted to show you an old trailer here, but it's launching August 15th, so again, less than a week away. So we've got a lot of like new games announced this week. Kind of surprising, we're like 6 days away from this going live and we don't even have a Switch trailer yet. Yeah, I don't know if this is for me. My one concern is like the reviews seem decent for it, but it's kind of expensive. On other platforms, I'm seeing like $25 US or regional equivalent. I don't know, like let's think about that price point. I need to check out the game though. The reviews were good. I'll say that much. It just, I don't know, for some reason it sounds a little expensive for what I'm seeing in this trailer released. But we'll see. It's out on pretty much everything. It's actually free on Game Pass as well, so if you have Xbox, maybe just jump there. Call to the Lamb. I am excited, but this looks really interesting. So, as they've done free DLC over the years, over the last couple of years now, they've always introduced some sort of like comic book elements that kind of like builds on the world. What they're doing with this one is there's actually a digital comic book in the game that you're reading through, and the decisions you make in the comic will actually lead to like new quests, new items, new follower types, and so on. But I'm a massive fan of this series. I've actually got my lamb here on my desk. Thank you to Devolver for that. I went to an event here in London where they passed one on. But yeah, let's keep going with this trailer. But this could be interesting. I'm hoping they show what the comic book looks like. I love the artwork, as always. Pilgrims. Pilgrim, okay. So as you can see, here's the comic. Yeah, there we go. And we get to choose between the different options. I would personally be choosing the left from those two images. Good choice. And then yeah, you get new quests. New followers, new outfits, new buildings. It's cool, I like it. I'm down for that. I think it's a really unique spin, and they're kind of playing into what they've done as a creative studio. Oh damn, that's out real soon. 3 days. I'll be in. Oh, it's what's it called again? Shadow of the Ninja? Is that right, Shadow of the Ninja? It's a remake. It's also got a... This trailer is because they've got a demo now. So if you want to get hands-on with it, Ninja Saviors was awesome. I am going to be checking out the demo for this, so I'm putting some coverage here on the channel. This and Gori as well, which is a new one. I think we have a trailer for that coming up in the video, actually. But yeah, that looks decent. I'll play the demo, and I'll put the full playthrough on GameCorner, and then I will do a video on SwitchCorner as well. This is Gori, by the way. So I played this over a year ago at Anime Expo. This is not the Switch trailer, or not Switch gameplay. But there is a demo, and it runs surprisingly well. That video actually should be live already as well on the channel right now. I did a video on the Steam build I'd played a year ago, and now we finally get to see the Switch footage. Graphics aren't as good, the resolution's a little low at times, but honestly, runs surprisingly well, and the gameplay's awesome. Basically, you're in a world where toys have gone evil, and you're there with a sentient hoverboard that swears constantly, that wants to kill everything, and it's kind of the name of the game. Can't complain at it personally. Looks like the same demo that I played as well, pretty much for this trailer here. But yeah, demo's out now. I'd highly recommend you give it just, it's free. Give it, jump hands on and see what you think. I don't really care about this series. What is it, Monster Showdown or something? I do like that. This is probably Milestone.
It's almost time to step on the gas and kick off your careers in Monster Jam Showdown.
Try it, bad actually.
There's only one way to leave a mark among the off-road icons. Triumph in the Showdown Tour. Choose your challenges and trace your path in different environments. Countless opportunities await to prove yourself.
That's a pretty impressive world actually.
With amazing races and unbelievable stunts. And as your journey unfolds, master every challenge to become the real star of the show. Earning new vehicles, skill points, and tons of different liveries to show off in future races.
Trailer's kind of selling me.
Some rewards are harder than others to gain. Face the toughest trucks on the circuit and mark off major milestones in your journey.
Is it Milestone as well?
1-versus-1 showdown events, simply finishing first won't cut it. So, get ready to flex your driving skills.
Looks decent. I can't imagine this is Switch footage. Yeah, it's not. That resolution's too high.
Step up and show what you've got. Your journey to greatness begins soon in Monster Jam Showdown.
Who is this from?
It's showtime.
So it's Milestone. Okay, so Milestone, I've always had a lot of respect for them. They've always done kind of more niche races. Think like MXGP, Monster Energy, Supercross. Most recently they found a lot of success with the Hot Wheels series. That was them, and they've done a really damn good job of it. Some people would have used that as just an excuse for a quick cash in, and they put in like clear effort. And to be honest, they've just won me over that trailer. That looks alright. 29th of August. I'll be checking that out now. Actually, The King Returns. What's this? Oh, Volgar the Viking 2. I've been playing this game. It is hard as hell. absolutely brutal. But if you like old school like action platformers, it's fantastic. It's, you know, it's kind of like old school Castlevania. It's got some really nice elements as well. Like if you're struggling with the difficulty, if you die too many times, it turns you into a zombie where you're invincible. So it's kind of cool. So it makes it accessible for everybody. But you know, I grew up on games like this, and I do love a good challenging game when I'm in the right mood. But this one is like seriously tough, man. The boss there is a pain in the ass. That's like the first boss in the game. So yeah, if you're okay with the challenge, I would consider it. I think it is very well done. But yeah, it's I was trying to do a video for GameCorner. I nearly broke my Switch trying to play this one. Okay, I don't know much about this series, but it is that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I believe it was a manga and an anime following that. There's not been a single review for this game, it's just come out. But, oh, copyright. I will probably be muting this trailer. Yeah, it's the theme song. We'll see. But yeah, action RPG. I think the gameplay in this trailer looks awesome, personally. I just can't really work out. It looks almost side-scrolling. Like, how does the exploration work? The visuals are obviously awesome here with the anime moments. Oh, it looks like it's isometric for exploration. Okay. Yeah, sorry if I have to mute this. I'll put some crap music on instead. Been playing this as well. SteamWorld Heist II. It's as good quality as they always do. The only thing I will say is the game is struggling a little bit on the Switch. There's definitely some frame rate wobbles as the journey goes on. I'm not near completion yet, but I will have a review for this game as soon as it is ready. But I love this universe. They haven't made a bad game yet in this world, in my opinion, and this definitely isn't. It isn't a bad game either. I think it's just as good as the original. Just shame about that performance a little bit. But yeah, if you like strategy games, it's a really unique one. And this is out now. So this was the launch trailer. Good music. Probably getting copyright strike for it, but good music. You'll know if there's bad music instead. I am psyched for this one. This is Spirit Mancer. Now, my understanding is a deck builder hack and slash game. But I really like the art style. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what was it called now? Was it Habbo Hotel or Habbo Hotel? And I was thinking about the characters. They're kind of like chunky and I don't know, a little cheap looking, but not in a bad way. Like in that good way. The enemies look really cool. So we're upgrading our abilities there. That's cool. Where does the deck building element come into this though? Because that's what I read online, deck building. Every game has fishing now, apparently. Oh, there we go, there's the cards, okay. Co-op play. Cool. This is PC footage, obviously. We got an F button prompt on screen there. But I can't envision this is going to struggle to run on... Was that mechs? Was that a mech battle? I swear that was a mech battle. Wait, where was it? Yeah, it's a mech battle. Where was I? I've lost it. But yeah, I can't imagine this is going to struggle to run on the Switch. I think that's what I was saying. Spirit Mancer, release date, wishlist, November, Switch, perfect. PS5, but not PS4.
To Hyrule,
okay.
A vast land where Princess Zelda will journey through her grand adventure.
Last trailer of the video. This is by far the longest one. I'm always saving these kind of big deep dives, but this came out this week. Gotta be honest, I'm not that excited for this game. I'll play it, of course. It's Zelda. I don't know. It's just, I don't feel like they're building up the hype as much as you'd expect. But yeah, we're playing as Princess Zelda in this case, and she has a ton of special abilities. So this is deep diving into that more, I think.
From the central plateau, where Hyrule Castle stands enfolded by its castle town.
I love the visuals though.
Outermost reaches, you'll encounter new and interesting people in each of its diverse regions.
The Gerudo Desert consists of scorching dunes as far as the eye can see and is prone to frequent sandstorms.
We're going to skip through this a little bit. Is it just environments?
There are many ruins full of mysteries here.
Nice.
And an oasis, a great place to relax.
Yeah, so the concept here is we can...
Jabul Waters is home to some of Hyrule's
how would you describe it? Like,
waterways.
generate items.
It's also where you can find the Sea Zora and the River Zora.
God, I hate water dungeons.
Each reside in their respective villages.
Okay.
Though they don't always get along. What could they be fighting about? Daunting.
Yeah, it's just the locations. You're not really showing me anything about the game, though. No.
Rumor has it it's great.
Wetlands. It's waypoints. So this is just a breakdown of the map more than anything. I like the horse. That's cute.
You may come across smoothie shops manned by business scrubs. Here you can blend the ingredients you've collected into delicious drinks. Smoothies have different effects.
Ability. Okay, bind. So let's get to the abilities. Start on Mancer.
Trekking over rugged plateaus, through winding
How many
caves,
items can you like
or other complex locales?
store in your memory?
Is key to success, but sometimes they may not be enough. A huge boulder like this cannot be learned as an echo, and your other echoes won't move it either.
Okay.
For obstacles like these, Tri has got you covered with the power of Bind.
How do we... Oh.
Use it to make even a massive boulder follow Zelda's movement. Bind can help.
So I mean, it's just bringing it from the mainline series.
Or even reposition troublesome enemies.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
You can also use Bind on your echoes. So get creative and find ways to forge ahead. Alternatively, if you want to follow a moving object yourself, you can use reverse bond.
Oh, that's cool.
Where it goes.
I like that as well.
Take advantage
2D
of
dungeons?
the ability to fly or to move around quickly. Swapping between bind
How many moves can we learn at once, and how do we access them?
Let your imagination run wild, and you're bound to come up with all sorts of ideas. Use bind in combination with your echoes to overcome obstacles. Understanding how these two abilities work together will be essential to your progress.
Yeah, I like it. I did like that move. Okay. It's just like Tears of the Kingdom, isn't it? The power ability and that, which has led to so much creativity.
What else will Zelda have to contend with in her grand adventure to save her kingdom? There's only one way to find out.
Buy the game.
The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Available September 26th only on the Nintendo Switch system. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
So it's definitely not the most exciting of trailers, let's face it, but it's obviously just more of a gameplay breakdown. I'm just not that excited for it personally. I don't know about you all. Like, let me know in the comments down below if this one's doing it for you, but I'll play it, of course. It's sold out. I'm not going to miss it on the Switch. You know, they haven't missed yet, let's face it, so why would they start now? But yeah, think about it, it's not hooking me. I'm not feeling the hype, I guess. But we'll see come release date. It's not long now. What is it? Call it a month and a half, near 2 months, somewhere in between. But yeah, what are you excited for from this batch of trailers this week? Let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you for watching, especially if you got this far. That's like some true, you know, it's probably a 30-minute video, if not a bit longer. So I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everyone.